Okay, listen up because this is going to change the way you think about success forever. Most people are playing the wrong game. They think they're failing because they didn't get the right break, they didn't meet the right person, or they didn't have enough time or money. But that is wrong. You're failing because you are aiming too small. You set goals you know you can't hit, and guess what? You hit them, and it still leaves you broke, frustrated, and wondering what happened. That's the problem Grant Cardone exposes right out of the gate in chapter 1 of the 10X Rule. And I'll show you what the 10X Rule book is. Here we go. There's the 10X Rule. He calls it the middle class trap: average goals, average actions, average life. So here's a solution: the 10X Rule. That's your solution. We have two parts in chapter 1. You set targets high, 10 times higher, bigger than you think you want. Take actions 10 times greater than what you think are necessary. That sounds simple, right? But here's the truth: most of you won't do it. You'll nod your head and think, yeah, I should think bigger. But when it comes to taking action, you'll do just enough to feel busy. And that's what most entrepreneurs doing, right? They're just looking busy. So the 10X rule is not about being busy. It's about massive, focused, relentless action, the kind that obliterates obstacles. So for example, you want to make $100,000 this year. That's a wrong goal. You should set a goal at $1 million. Why? Because if you fall short, you'll hit 300,000. You're still three times where you would have been with your safe little goal. And the reason why most people fail, Cardone says, is the number one reasons they fail. It's not because you're lazy, it's underestimating the effort and resources required. You think you need to call 10 prospects to get a deal. In reality, you need 100 calls, follow ups, events, ads, posts, and a ton of rejection. I know about that before that one deal comes in. And because you didn't plan for that, you quit way, way too soon, just before you hit it. So here's the mindset shift: if you expect things to be 10x harder, you'll be mentally prepared to push through when it gets tough. Average thinking equal average life. Average, my friends, is dangerous. It's not safe. It's the most unsafe place you can be. Why? Because average goals don't protect you from setbacks. You get sick, the economy dips, or a competitor moves in and make a move. Then you're done. Okay? So think about it. An average savings account won't survive a medical emergency. An average skill set won't survive a shift in the job market. An average business plan won't survive a hungry competitor with a 10x mindset. So Grant says if you want security, you don't get it by playing small. You get it by playing massive. Join our 10x community, real life 10x. So when Grant started in sales, he wasn't closing deals. Instead of complaining about the market, the leads, or his boss, he made a decision he was going to outwork everyone. If the top salesperson made 3 sales calls before lunch, he would make 30. If he did one follow up, or if they did one follow up, he did 10. In 90 days, he went from struggling to being the top producer. Why? Because he wasn't competing on talent, he was competing on massive action. And that's what I'm here to tell you, folks, right? This isn't about numbers. This isn't it's not just about the numbers, it's about identity. When you commit to the 10x rule, you're telling yourself, I refuse to settle. I take full responsibility for my success. I don't wait for permission to win. It builds confidence because you know you are doing more than anyone else in the room. Just look at the others. Actually, don't look at the others. Look at you. How are you better than you were yesterday, today? Here's your homework. This is straight from chapter one. Write down your current goals, multiply them by 10, write down the actions you think are required, multiply those by 10, start today. There's no perfect plan needed. This will scare you at first, but that's the point. If your goals don't make you a little uncomfortable, they're too small. Okay, so make sure you make big goals. So let's be real. Are you playing at 1x? Are you busy but not breaking through? If you want more, if you want freedom, wealth, impact, then stop thinking about the next step and start thinking 10 steps ahead and then taking 10 times the action. Grant Cardone's message in chapter 1 is clear. Success is your duty, your obligation, your responsibility. Now, go write your 10x goals and don't come back until you've taken massive action. Well, actually, yeah, come back. Just subscribe if this appealed to you. Please follow and subscribe. Click the link below.